Oh Lord. Tide ho. Oh Lord. Ho tide. Lord.
Oh
Tide
my.
ho. Wait a minute. Oh Lord.
Hey,
Hey.
how's it going?
It's going fine. When you're an Apple user, I mean you're living lavishly over, just saying. Oh.
Sure. All right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will applaud you on this. Y'all's wigs just are never secure,
I keep
but
on
yet you're
telling you it's a
here.
fronto. It's
That's cute.
definitely a
It's a cute
fronto.
little. It's a cute
It's
thing.
a
It's a good
fronto.
thing.
It's a fronto. That's just what it is, honey. That's just
All
what it
right.
is.
Mm-hmm. 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 How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, actually. Me and my boo, we actually was looking at furniture today. So,
Oh, what for?
we're moving. By the end of this year, we're gonna be moving to a new place. So, just trying to see what we brainstorming basically. And to get something new. And I feel like more than any, I think he's shocked that I really have an opinion because I think our first apartment it was kind of like a rush. And he was like, "Oh, I never knew that you had much opinion in decorating." I was like, "Well, the first time that we moved in, it was kind of a rush situation." And it was like,
Make sure you get the wig together too.
girl, I'm actually getting back sick. I'm getting sick again, and
I can
it's
hear
starting
it.
to be
I
annoying.
can
And,
tell
and
it's a
I'm
little
sorry,
bit.
you guys, because the last podcast I was recovering from being sick, and now I'm back sick again, and that is very annoying. So,
Right. It's that. See, the thing is with being sick is like once you're out of it, you're like, cool. Now let me do what I need to do, and then it's like, oh well, wait a minute, there's more.
yeah,
And you're like, no, girl,
but
this was once was
But
enough.
I feel like during that process of me getting well, I've been working back to back. And the time that I did head off, I was able to recover a little bit. And then I went straight back to working back to back to back to
And you're
back.
working
Yeah.
outside in the cold.
Yeah. So it was like kind of just snuck right back up on me. So I feel like I never really got better. I mean, I was getting better. I just got out of being sick. I was just still sick during the whole process, and then I was getting a little better, and then now I'm falling back down again, and it's starting to be annoying. So right now I'm taking shortcuts because usually I like to, be a perfection at work, and at least be
Hmm.
out there. But now I'm gonna be lazy and be selfish about this situation. If I don't get any better, I'm gonna probably have to take some time off. So
Right.
because I gotta, do for me. But back to what I was saying earlier, we went to IKEA and we were looking at a lot of things. And I don't know, I feel like I'm going for this. I don't know. I have a thing with white. I love white. Like growing up when I was young, I used to always want a white living room. But at the same time, a little earth tone to it, a little green here. Of course, we'll have plants and, some I would say wood situations going on, like probably like a desktop that's,
I get
got
you.
a little wood, top on it or whatever the case may be.
Keep it very. It sounds very like simplistic, like very simplistic.
Yeah. And that's just me because I don't like too much going on because I get very irritated, I would say.
Yeah.
And I don't like chaos. So I think something simple, fresh, solid. I love solid things. So if it's solid, I love it. If not, I'm like, it's too chaotic for me. I mean, I just, don't like it. But oh, I'm sorry, you guys. We don't been doing all this talking and we haven't introduced ourselves. I am Todd Ho
Yeah, I don't even know
here.
if y'all know who we are. Do y'all know
They
who we
know who we
are?
are. They know well. They know. They know about that wig that you're wearing.
Oh, they should.
Garbage.
It's a
And
Jaylon original.
you know what? I cannot wait for that show to come back. I am so
I
ready.
cannot wait
I
either.
did you even watch the
I watched a little bit of it.
did you?
Girl, it was a mess. I was like, okay, this is something that I need to be relaxed to watch
It,
because it's already a mess. It was already like it started off
it really
a mess.
was.
Like what's his name? Q, and Akeem was
Hmm.
sitting there arguing. It wasn't like you could tell it wasn't a real argument, but they was getting there.
Yes.
I was like, girl,
It was boiling to that point because for some reason Hakeem does not know when to shut up
and does not know when to
at
leave
all.
people
I
alone.
think, like I said, it's to the point I don't, because some people I don't take serious. And, I feel like sometimes I don't want to go there, but I think at the same time, watch your mouth. Like, you're not going to
Right.
be telling me to swallow your cum, like, you're not going to be telling me to do all
Yeah, and
that.
he does a lot. Like, girl, he be doing a lot. And I'm just like, do you when you talk to people, you be listening to yourself or no? Like, do you just
He doesn't, but when they bring it up, he somewhat apologized. Let's just say he's thirsty. He needs a water hose, because I think I really do feel that way because he comes on to all of them, and I feel like especially with Q saying that um he has a boyfriend, for him to still keep on coming on to him, I feel like that's disrespectful. And the
it
situation
is.
with Charlie when he was touching Charlie, and Charlie like, don't touch me. I think when a person tell you don't touch them, you need to listen to the first time. They shouldn't have to tell you multiple times, and I feel like it's harassment. That's just to
Yeah,
me.
it is. Oh, it's
So
100% that.
it's ridiculous. Oh, I'm sorry. We again. I'm Tide Ho here.
And I'm a Lord. And this is the TL show.
Yes, this is sober TL show because I haven't. Well, I was drinking earlier, but I think it wore off. I know it wore off. So
Yeah. And I haven't drank anything, so you guys are getting what you're getting, you know?
I know, just fresh behavior.
Hmm.
Okay, the name of this show is called. I was letting you get it, honey.
Oh, you were?
Yes, I was giving it to you.
Oh, what's new, girl?
And girl, everything,
Oh, that's good. That's good. I see you doing
and
new things. Okay.
you know. And we're basically got three topics that we're going to be talking about.
Hmm.
And, it's about, what we got going on. And I think the point is the first one is resolutions and changes and what
What
we want
have
to
you?
make
Hmm.
it in this year of 2019. You want to go
And
first there?
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
All right. So resolutions. Okay. With my resolutions, I tried to keep it very simple
Mm-hmm.
and things that I know I can achieve, but I also wanted to do some things that was like, okay, this is a little bit out there, but I want to
Mm-hmm.
do this too, you know?
Yeah.
So one of my resolutions that I really wanted to do was um I told myself I would not get on any kind of dating apps, any kind of like your jacks, your grinders, any of those
Mm-hmm.
scruffs, them. I was planning on for the entirety of this year, I'm never going to get on one. I don't want to get on any. And I know that's going to be limiting because, girl, where else are we going to find each other? You know?
Well, yeah. Well, you're going to school, so I'm quite sure that's going to have a lot of bait out there. And
True.
plus, we will be starting to go back out a little bit more just to see what's going on, just to
We'll
look
see.
at
We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if I'm
window
ready.
shop,
And I don't know if
whatever,
they were. I don't
window
know.
shop.
Not I'm ready. I don't know if they're ready. Let's say that.
The funny thing is when you get to know yourself and really get into yourself, it's just a layer of confidence that is just like really amazing.
Yeah.
When you're like you're not gonna accept anything, and I think I love
Right.
that.
And that's the point. It's like you know what you want, and you know where you want to go with things, and you know what you want to deal with. That's what I was like. I don't have a problem with. Okay, listen. Don't get me wrong. Dating apps are fun. They can be great, but
Absolutely.
I don't want to get to that. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to
Hmm.
I kind of really just want to start in getting to know me first. Really, that's really the main thing
Yeah.
I want to do. Like I
Hmm.
want to find what makes me tick, what makes me happy,
Yeah.
and just kind of just work on that and get there, get to the positives and get to the root of that.
It's basically like falling in love with yourself, and I think
Right.
we've
And
talked about
not
this
enough of
several
our
times.
community celebrates that
Yeah.
in a positive.
Like I
Let's say
said,
that in a positive way.
You know my saying, we're easy to love other things and other people.
Oh
Like even
yeah,
things just you can love other things, meaning a car or this and that, but you will not even love yourself. And I think that, you know, that is a very struggle
it
with people.
is, and it's actually very sad when you think about it. Like how hard we. It's one of the things that I notice is we're kind of hard on ourselves in a lot of ways. Like
Yeah.
we'll beat ourselves up for certain things, and it's like like you can do wrong and be okay. It's not gonna really damage you as a person doing wrong.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, it can, but girl, it'll be all right. You'll live,
Yeah, well, I think the point is forgiving yourself at the end of the day. I
right,
feel like a lot of times, 9 out of 10s, we are so much in our head and we rank up so many mistakes that we made. That's just like us having a best friend.
right,
And, we love this best friend of ours, but this best friend was not always on the right track.
right,
you know? But at the same time, you can still see the potential. You will still root for this person. They could have done everything you done. But you, like I said, you will go hard for this person and believe in this person. But if we even look at ourselves and we can have the same pattern that this person had, and it's hard for us. Because again, like you said earlier, we're very hard on ourselves. And I feel like we really need to work on being our own cheerleader. And I feel
yeah,
like self cheerleader is the most important thing. I feel like where for me myself now
hmm,
is that I really want, and I've been doing that, so
yeah,
I think that's where we need to get to, loving ourselves and get to know who we are and not letting our past define us and keep us in this bubble of I can't do this or
right.
and things in that nature. But
You got to know
it
that you
takes
can do a
time.
lot of things. Now, don't get me wrong. There are certain things that we're not going to be good at. Like I
Yes.
can't. I'm not going to be good at dancing like that. I'm not gonna be that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that girl where I can dance like just
But
dancing.
we gonna still do it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna still do it. That doesn't mean. Wait a minute. That doesn't mean I'm stopping. That just means that
Yeah.
I'm not gonna join the dance team. I'm not gonna be one of Beyonce's background dancers. I know my limits.
honey, honey, when you alone in the dark, you anybody, baby. I was baby. Beyonce was my backup dancer
Girl. Okay,
in the
we'll
dark.
go with that.
Well, I'm just saying, just let loose.
Girl.
So, but yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that I just was like, be within reason in what you can and can't do. And it's not
Hmm.
gonna be like it's not bad. If you just aren't a dancer like that, you just aren't a dancer like that.
But I think it has a lot to do with the age range. I feel like when you're younger, especially like being like 18, 19, like you feel like you can do so much and you
Right.
can. But I think when you grow up, you realize some of the things that you thought you could do, you're like, I don't think I can do that.
Right.
Like that ain't for me.
Right. Like I
That ain't
thought,
gonna
girl.
work. And that's okay. It really comes to one, and that's okay. So it's on that mark. But so you said no day naps
Hmm.
and you're not getting on none of that. So I think yeah, I can see that. That's
Yeah.
good.
And plus, I mean, honestly, let's be honest. I wasn't really on them that much in the first place. So,
Yeah.
and I had a lot of negative experiences or feelings afterwards whenever I would get off of them. So I was like, let me just not do that. Let me just focus on me, really, at the end of the day.
Okay.
So that was one. Another one that I really am trying to figure out is like, I'm gonna keep this very brief so that way we can, how we're trying to get
Yeah.
in and get out.
Mm-hmm.
uh, I'm gonna just give you two of my main ones, and you just give two of your main ones that you know that are like the top for you.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
that one, and also I want my other one is like really working on being better at um expressing my emotions and channeling them in the right area,
Okay.
Because sometimes whenever I have a feeling or an emotion, it doesn't go the right place that it should go. And I really
Mm-hmm.
need to work on that because I don't want to be that person who's like I get angry, and that's my where my emotions go. It just goes straight to
Hmm.
anger, you know. So I want to kind of work
Yes.
on okay, this is what I'm feeling, this is why I'm feeling this. And then also I want to get to that place where I talk to myself about certain things where it's like this isn't really, like I can't get mad about this because this, like kind of explaining to myself certain things.
Yeah. It's kind of like self evaluation.
Yeah.
Like I think you feel, and I think I brought this up to you because it was kind of like a similar situation when I figured out something was
Hmm.
going on before I even had a conversation with, and actually it was you, and to identify it for yourself, and into yourself to know that you're knowing what's going on. You get to know yourself, like, I think in day and age, people love to have someone to tell them what's their problem, and I feel like it's more better strength of you figuring out what's the problem on your
Hmm.
own, you know. So I think that's where I feel like where you're going with it, because that's how I take it.
Right. Yeah, that's it. It's just really just like a really understanding my emotions and how to handle them and deal with them and all that and going from there. Cuz we have these things with our emotions where we really want to say how we feel, but then we feel like we're wrong for expressing our emotions or for being emotional. So it's like I don't want to be that where I'm like holding in my emotions and it becomes a negative thing, and I become like how straight guys are, where their emotions are so wired weird to where they don't understand their own emotions, and that's why they can be confusing and you get confused.
Oh well, of course. I mean, men was built to
True.
not have emotion. I mean, I feel like that's what they even do in the army. So that alone, you're not gonna go that far
So
with
that's what I'm
that.
trying to figure it out and work that out and everything. But I mean, that's not the big one, a big one, but that's one of the big ones that I'm trying to, you know, get out and everything, like really work on.
It's
True.
gonna take time. Yeah, practice make perfect.
Yes, you're true.
Well, I guess I can start with me. You know what? I'm a sneaky bass because I'm about to say a lot, but I'm gonna make it short. But it's gonna
Okay.
be a lot of
Well,
goes.
let me get
One
it. Let me
thing.
get ready.
Well, definitely. With
Hmm.
my new eating habits, making sure I stay on point with that, which I have been doing for a
How have you
month.
been liking that, by the way? I don't know if you. I think you
Definitely
talked
taking.
about it before, but I don't think you touched on that.
I think I do love it. I feel like it's really something new for me that I'm educating myself by what I am putting in my body and what ingredients are in them. So I think that is very fun and exciting. And I think to the point that I feel like I'm so committed to this process of what I'm doing, and it's just like
Hmm.
it feels so normal to me now. And I think that is really, to me personally, a very great achievement. Definitely financially, to
Oh
watch what
yeah.
I'm spending my money on, being, like I said, a little bit more financial stable. I know it's a cliche, everybody's doing it, but that's just what we're striving for as people. So that is like another goal of mine. um again, staying true to myself, making changes, meaning tough decisions, not staying in the spot that's comfortable. Because I think comfortability sometimes get annoying to me. I like something new and
Yeah.
fresh, and I
It's
like to do
sometimes it's
different
great
things.
to do that, and then sometimes it's okay to have your comfort zones in certain areas, but also like knowing that okay,
Yeah.
I'm still going out here and doing new things and really like changing and really like going the distance basically. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Um. Also, I think, well, me and you talked about it. About, of course, I think kind of like piggybacking, getting on what you were talking about earlier, of emotions and figuring out certain things. And I think this year I've been more of aware of that, to be more pleasant and more nicer.
Oh
You
no,
know,
you're
I think
not.
I'm
It's
I'm a very
okay.
nice person, and I always try. And I think, girl, we forgiving myself is and forgiving people, not taking a lot of things so hardly. And I feel like I do that a lot, and working on that, and that's a daily situation with me, and doing better on that. So I think those are mostly my goals. So, and
Okay.
yeah, I think that is.
Okay, so basically, in a
That
way,
was a
it
lot of
sounds
goals.
like I
I can't
are
even put
kind of
them into
similar,
numbers.
where you're trying to channel your emotions in a better way. Where the last one that you said,
Yes.
where you were saying like, dang, I heard you too. Basically, we're saying kind of the same similar thing, where it's like just understanding your emotions, channeling them in the right area, and like letting go of things, letting go of the
Yeah.
negatives, because I
Yeah.
think that's the hardest thing to do, like letting go of people, of hurt feelings, of disappointments, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which, speaking of disappointments, I just want to say that again, I really respected and loved what we talked about this already. What's her name? That girl Brittany said on Life After Lockdown, Life After Lockup, where she was like, I don't like setting
Mm-hmm.
standards
Yeah.
because you get disappointed. I can I just say I love that?
Yes.
Like, just how it's like, honestly, in a way, it's actually that's more mature than you would think. Like, it doesn't sound, it's not like mature,
Yes.
because I get what he was feeling.
Mm.
Where it's like, I want to still
Well, my point, I
have
think,
this.
because like I said, I think especially with this situation, I really think what is a little what you're saying definitely is deeper. I think the point is she's saying with other people mostly, like putting standards on a relationship for because you don't know which way it's gonna go.
Which
So
is true. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, so well, no, because she was talking about other things too as well. But I think that's a real strong message in relationships, friendships, or whatever case may be. That is a lot to put standards on it, because you got to go where it's going. You, like I said, put your best foot forward as great intentions. So it's hard to put standards on relationships. That's like the top one, I think, for me.
Yeah, because again, like she said, you'll be disappointed. If it ends up going wrong, you're not going to be happy with what happened.
Yeah. And I feel like that's what any situation, definitely in a relationship, you tell them like, look, I'm gonna do my best to make this work. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
put my best foot forward. But of course we're gonna make mistakes. Of course things is gonna happen. But at the same time, you know, you can't call that kind of call of what it's gonna be and what it's gonna be like. You gotta live your day by day.
Yeah.
But I like that. But go on, finish you because you were still going in. I just want to bring up that
No, 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 that's
relationship part,
it.
but
I
she
think
was
I'm
talking
done with
more
that.
than
Like,
only
just,
that, right?
I really, like I said, I respected what she was saying in that moment, because it's like that's very mature. And a lot of people may not see that as mature, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes, of
we'll be
course.
right back, you guys, with our unpaid sponsors. And we'll be back with the next message. We're
Yeah.
back. How you
Yes,
guys
we
doing? What's going
are.
on? Did y'all bring some
How you guys
snacks?
doing? Oh, girl, it has to be, pescatarian
Mm-hmm.
snacks. I
And
can't.
I just want to let it put it out
I'm
there
just
that
letting them
I
know. Just letting
have
them know.
a nut allergy. So no, I don't literally have one. I just don't like nuts. Well, particular kinds.
Oh, yeah, we know. We know. I about to say we know what
Wow,
kind of nuts you like, girl.
wow. I see how we're doing.
What?
Okay,
Peanuts,
okay. I know. I
girl.
snatched it.
Wig.
No, but yeah. So ready for the next topic? All right. So now we're
Yes.
talking about. You want to take it in, or go ahead? You want to go ahead and take it? Did
I
you?
did the first one. You can do the second one.
I don't know about that, girl.
I did do the first one.
Things that we are bringing
I
from
did. I
2018.
did.
See, I had to do it. That's how you do it. When you just got.
Well, I know what you brought, that wig, that
Mm-hmm.
phone, that
She
attitude.
sure did bring the attitude and what,
Well,
girl.
just
No, but
saying,
yeah.
just
So
saying. You brought a
what's
lot.
something that you want to bring
Oh,
with you in 2018, into 2019, into 2019? It doesn't have to be just like, it doesn't just have to be like thing personal experiences. It could be like, oh, I want to bring gaming into 2019, or I want to bring I want to bring not drinking. Like just different things, like
oh,
just whatever
honey,
you feel.
I'm still gonna drink.
Right.
Okay. I think the top thing that I am bringing, I think you talked about it earlier. Letting people go
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that it's okay. Oh, and when I say like letting people go, it's not saying that you're letting them go, like as if you're not going to speak to them ever again and stuff like that. But you know, not feeling the need to, what I say, hover or just be in the existence. Like you got to let them know that you're there or around and stuff like. Especially
Mm-hmm.
when a relationship is not like there anymore. So just be okay with that and just kind of just do your own thing because they're doing their own thing. So I think that's where I am at in the headspace of you know letting go of people that's mean ill will for me and loving my distance that I'm having with people that I was friends with, and and not saying that we're still cool, so I have nothing against them, but being okay with that, not feeling the need that
Right.
force that I need to do this. Like I don't need to do that. I'm like everything will be okay. So I think that's where I'm at with that,
Okay.
or whatever the case. So that's the top one. Uh, well, I would say definitely gaming. I've been doing that a little bit more and just having fun at my own pace, no rush, and not feeling I need to do it because I feel like 9 out of 10, when you spend so much money and
Oh
invest a lot of
yes.
money in a certain thing, and you know what I need to be doing, it's like because then that makes it feel like a job. It's like do it because you're enjoying yourself, you're relaxing, and you want to play. So I feel like that's where I am now. Is to I do really question a lot of things because I feel like that includes too
Mm-hmm.
patience as well. And I think I need to get that too. But
We were talking
I
about
done lost my
think
thought.
gaming. You said you want to bring gaming and not have it be something where,
Yeah, I had my point, but I was trying
oh
to find a way
girl,
to execute my point. Because it was gaming, but it was basically saying that okay,
wow. Somebody said, "Oh, I took put it on vibrate."
no, actually, that is my watch.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, the second thing I want to bring back from 2018 is gaming more, and like I say, doing it because I want to do it, not because I feel obligated that I
Right.
have to do it. I can just come up there and
Have
just
fun. Like it's. I think
whatever.
that's the problem. It's like it got a little bit out of the way of having fun. That's why I don't really do it
Yeah,
as I do it. Let me not lie to myself and say I don't do it as much. Girl.
I was about to say hello.
Wow. Didn't need you to agree.
Are you there?
You're right. But I
Are
didn't
you
need you to
there?
agree. But yeah, it's like one of those things where I don't really go into certain games because I'm like, let me take a moment and then I'll play something else that's like quick. Like that Paladins game that you have on the Switch. I'll play that.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I got that. But I think the fun thing about things like that, like I really get into games when I had it for
Mm-hmm.
a long time. I'll skip over and I skip over it, and then when I really stop and I said, let me go and play, and then I'm like, wait
Right.
a minute, this is good. This actually, I did enjoy this. It was actually like that game that I just finished was Inside, and I was like, I really like this little game. Well, I did like that in the beginning, but just, to finish the story and the stuff like that. But I think I was more one to finish. I guess I wanted to finish with my boyfriend because he was the one that got into the game, and
Hmm.
you know he usually
And he
don't
was
be.
the one who got you into it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the one that got me into it. So when I started playing it again, he was off that day, and of course I was. So we was able to play and complete
Hmm.
it, and I think that was like really like why I finished that one. But I enjoyed it. So I think finishing a little gaming and stuff like that. So that's what I'm gonna break. Okay, that was my second one. I guess I'm done. Now yours.
um, I think one thing that I'm gonna definitely bring into this year and bring from the last year to this year, I want to start doing a lot of me time.
Well, you've been doing that lately.
I have. I've been trying. I've been really trying to make sure that I have that time. Where I just like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit in my room and excuse me, gross. Game or something. Do something just regular,
Yeah.
just because I want to, you know? And so I really have to really focus and work on. There you go. See, I did that.
You did. You really did.
I know. I really have to focus and work on those things because I don't want to be in that space where I'm like, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? And it's like sometimes it's okay to just do nothing really of importance and you just like relax, lay in your underwear and play video games. That's it. And you don't have to worry about making a big deal of the day, you know?
Yeah, like go with the flow. And I think that is the one thing you don't know how much I've been struggling with that because I feel like that's been more of an issue for me because I think we actually talked about this about how people say that you need to find some way to occupy your time of you doing something and stuff like that, which
Yeah.
in some case yes, but feeling the pressure that you need to do something. So I feel
Right.
like
Every minute
it's
of every time of every day, you have to be doing
yeah,
something. And it's like the way they set it up, it's like it has to be something relevant. Like it has to be something of relevancy to you or something that's like, oh, this is going to get you money later down the line or,
yeah,
oh, this
and
is
don't get
important.
twisted. Some things, some things need to be structured on, but I
Oh,
think the point
yes.
is having some free time to just feel and live. And I think I always tell you the fun times that I always have is when I don't have a day planned, but I'm just gone. I got a full tank of
Oh, yeah.
gas
You be
and I'm
telling me.
going. And I found myself in so many beautiful spots and areas, and
Hmm.
I've learned. I felt like I was living because I don't know what's next, and I love that, and I love days like that.
Because
Now,
it can be
now some
really
of
relaxing.
yeah, and randomly, I think even like with the IKEA thing, I was like, let's just go. And we went and we really had a good time. And I was like, out of nowhere and stuff like that. So and been lived in the moment and was in the
Hmm.
moment because I feel like sometimes I struggle with being in the moment. I think you've talked about that several times of being in a moment and just like I'm
Yeah.
here. So yeah,
Yeah. I've talked about that. Hmm?
so I had to piggyback on yours.
Yeah.
So I had to
Yeah. That's
piggyback
how
off of
you
your
are. Some
statement,
people do. Yeah. I don't know how to be original.
girl.
But yeah, that is true. It's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, sometimes just living in the moment and you just live in the moment. It's not about, oh, I need to be doing something of irrelevancy right now, or I'm a waste of space, you know? And I think that's the thing with
Mm-hmm.
our society. We have this idea of you have to be doing something 24/7. If you're not doing something 24/7, you're not doing nothing at all. So why waste your time, you know?
Yeah. And it has a reference to dealing with social
Mhm.
media when we see other people doing things, and then it reminds
Right.
us
Like,
of what
well,
we're not
dang,
doing,
you
or we
doing
need
that
to be
on
doing
social
this. So
media. I
it's
need to
like
be doing something with my life. And it's like, I don't have nothing to do right now.
exactly, honey. I had posted about a smoothie that I
I
made
mean,
from
I'd be doing
work,
stuff
so
like that.
that I was happy, and that's That's all I needed. That was good. That's what I want to share. I was happy about it. I'm like, this is what
Mm.
I'm drinking, and I feel good.
What else
Thank
I need
you.
to add?
You
Nothing,
know,
because I'm happy.
yeah. Mhm. So, what's your second thing that you're going to be bringing from
Dang.
2018?
um. Okay, me time. Um. Honestly, I think creating. Like, I really got into um
Okay.
well, creating slash experimenting with things. Like last year I really got into doing meditation, which just deep breathing and just like relaxing, staying put, kind of calming myself
Yeah.
down. So I want to kind of experiment with doing not only that, but like I've been doing this new thing where it's a color per day. And basically you have to color something in once a day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, it'll ask you random questions like
Mm-hmm.
yourself by the end of this year, or draw the skyline that you can envision, either New York, Los Angeles, or Paris. Draw a skyline that you can see. So it's like just random things it's asking you. So I want to bring that. And like I said, um, yeah, just really
Mm-hmm.
kind of experimenting with things that I can do and things that I'm trying to do with myself, and then like really just bringing in that, like just experimenting and crafting. And with crafting, it was mostly like just I really love making smoothies, and I really loved like doing some like editing food. I know editing isn't the right word, but like fixing up food that I have around the house. Like if I make something, I like trying out new different ways to season things and different ways to fix it up, and like different things to put with it and stuff like that, and seeing how it works. So I want to bring that into the new year where I like create, craft. I want to learn
Mm-hmm.
how to sew. I just want to be in that creative mind frame and mind space of just expressing myself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Mm.
something else I want to bring.
Well, I like that.
Me too. Listen, we just that girl.
Okay, girl. But the funny thing is, my boyfriend, he's a Pisces as well. And he's saying he's same thing. He wants to create. I was like, well, I'm ready for you to create, honey. Just go on, create it, whatever you about to make.
Yes. We'll be
Okay, so
right
that was
back
our two
again.
things. So, okay, you guys, we'll be right back, and we'll be with
What
third.
is that? Hey.
Hey guys, we're back.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. They must thought we wasn't coming back, honey. We're back, honey. Everything's gonna be okay.
Oh, you ready to say we're doing?
Y- Yes, dear.
All right.
So, we're going to talk about what lessons from yourself you
Mm-hmm.
learned in 2018. Like, I think I've mentioned this all the time. I guess I go that I always do a self-evaluation of everything. I think pretty much we really talked about a lot of
Yeah.
things that we've learned. The lessons that we learned, I think we kind of like already talked about it. But I've learned to, like I said, I think again what we were talking about earlier, channeling
Mm-hmm.
our emotions and things like that. And, again, I think, I'm really piggybacking off of what you were saying about
Yeah.
being angry, and being, and I realized that, I have that going
Yeah,
on, and
I
it's
don't
like I
either.
don't
Like
like it,
anger is weird. It's like sometimes
and
you're angry and you're like, why am I actually angry? In the moment you realize you're angry and you don't understand it, but you're there. And it's like it's hard to get out of being angry.
yeah. And I think another thing is that, I think a lot of people, and I feel like what a lot of people are doing now, which is trending, is that, you know, when you encountering some a situation, it's okay to not, you
Mm-hmm.
can dislike it or you won't like it, but to switch from that to, in that space of like, I just don't like that, to I'm angry. that's a whole nother level. And I feel like that has been more my issue, that I didn't skip calm and being just like, okay, I'm disappointed about the situation. Just
Yeah.
like, I'm pissed,
To
I'm
that
angry.
level.
And that's just where I'm trying to shift, because I should not let certain things get me there, because it'd be like any little thing. Hmm. And and I've been really realizing and taking on the approach, because it's some things that be going on at work, of
Hmm.
course, the gossip and everything, and I hear about it, and then those things and comments and stuff like that used to make me like really angry. Like, I'd be just so livid, and now I just hear it, I'm like, girl, it's whatever. I still got my job, I can still clock in. I am not about to let these people bother me, and I'm like, I'm okay
Right.
with it. Now, don't get it twisted. I still don't like my supervisor, my top supervisor at my job. So, no, oh, damn, both of my jobs, I don't like this top. Like, I don't like them. Now, I don't like them. But at the same time, I'm not going to let whatever they say to have me angry and,
Right.
pissed off. So, I'm not going to do all that. So, channeling that, skipping angry and making sure it doesn't come. Like, I'm not going to let you get to my level. I'm not going to let you have that much power
Right.
over me to have me that upset, because I feel like it's not even worth it. I'm like, you're not worth it. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at.
So just working on that. Like anger isn't the end emotion and it shouldn't be the start emotion. And just working on getting out of it.
So yeah, I think, like I said, that's for me. Yeah, for you as well. It's anger. Skipping anger this year. We're not gonna let nothing get us that upset and routed up. We're just gonna examine the situation. We know what it is. You know what?
Oh
Clearly, I don't need to be
goodness.
fooling with
Yes.
you, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. So yes, yeah, and it's a
Right.
process. It really is. I know for me, it definitely is, because I have to deal with I have to do customer service, so
Right.
that that alone can show you. Now, don't get it twisted. I think I told you about this actually early today, about this one lady. I gotta let her know that I know what she's doing, and I'm gonna do it in a calm way and
Right.
say, "Ma'am, look, I want to explain to you what you're doing is you're trying to get over, and I'm telling you that
Right.
just doesn't. This is not how
It's
the
gonna be the
system
truth.
works here."
The truth is coming
And
to
I'm letting
you
you know that. So if you come up
beforehand.
in here and you do it with somebody else and they give you the business,
So you're not
don't
surprised
say I
when
didn't tell
somebody else
you.
tells you the
You
same
know,
thing.
you know, that's gonna be a read,
True.
not shade, a read. That's just all that is. Also, uh, think the second thing is thinking a lot. I think we can overthink things and think a lot, so much to the point that it's not healthy at all, or for you or anybody that's in your circle. And I feel like to work on not doing that as much. And
Oh, that's but it's hard. See, that's the thing with that one. That's
it
hard
really is.
because you're always gonna kind of over analyze or overthink a situation, no matter what. Like even if you know you don't have to,
Hmm.
you're still gonna do it.
Yeah, I think mine is with people deceptions. I would find a situation and I'll be trying to find a deception in it. Like, okay, bitch, are you for real? Are you serious? Are you playing games? Like, I'm that kind of person. I'm like, okay, so,
Right.
and I don't like to be, but it's just like when you've been hurt so many times and hoodwinked by a lot of people, that's just your natural reaction. And even the closest people to us, we still question them. Yeah, well, I would.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I don't think I don't ever question you. I wouldn't say,
I question that wig.
girl, you want it, but not really any of my friends, anybody that's close to me. I would say just people in general that I come in contact with. Like, can I trust you?
Hmm.
Or whatever. And 9 out of 10, but if you feel like a person probably deceiving you, nine
Playing
out of
you.
10, you will deceive them before they deceive you, because your paranoia is just making you feel that way. Subconsciously, you like, they're already doing it to me, and you're gonna do it to them regardless, even if they didn't do it.
Mm,
So that's why I'm at with that one.
that makes sense. I get that. So those are your
Yes.
two. Okay.
I
Okay.
said it fast, yeah. So what?
Well, that's good. I mean, that is good.
So what is yours?
I thought I said mine, but I guess I did not. Yeah, I didn't. Um, I think one thing that I learned is accepting, like accepting things for how they are,
Mm-hmm.
and being like, okay, I tried my best to make it work. I put the effort in. If it did not work, it didn't work, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Like I can't force, I can't force friendships. I can't force relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I can't force myself to understand something that I don't understand. I can't force these things to happen. I can only accept them for what they are and process that, and now know where what I need to put into it. Like what effort do I need to put into this friendship? What effort do I need to put into making this make sense? What effort do I need to put into this job or anything? Like I have to know what effort and what I need to do now
Yeah.
once I understand where I'm at with it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those, like, just understanding, basically. Basically, yeah, understanding. Like, understanding is what
Okay.
I need, what it
I
is.
like that.
I do too. I love it. It's cute.
Look at you. I'm just so proud of you. Not that wig, but I am proud of you,
Girl, you don't have
girl.
to be, girl, I was giving y'all Scissor 2018 with the green, with the
Lord
lime
have
green.
mercy. Honey, that's another conversation with this young lady. But okay. So, what's your second one?
But the second one that I learned about me goes back to anger. Like, I learned that I get angry pretty fast. And I didn't think I did, but I can.
I, I, I can't even see you getting angry.
Oh, it happens.
Oh, honey. Oh, my goodness. I cannot see you.
Yeah, that's it. That's the first one. It's like anger, sadness. It's in that same area. They're like all together. So I
Hmm.
had to learn to. I'm learning to really channel that in a better area and like work on that and make that
Hmm.
make sense. Like make why I'm angry make sense to me. If it does not make sense to me, then I don't have a right or a reason to be angry. Sorry about that, you guys. That was
Yeah.
my gaming console. That was,
I bet it was.
girl, anyways. Excuse me. But yeah, like just understanding that it's okay,
Yeah.
but also knowing sometimes you don't have to be angry.
Yeah.
Because I have my moments where I'm angry for no reason. And in my mind, at that time, I'm like, oh, this is a reason. It's logical.
I think I like the sense of being upset at a situation. I think we brought it up before and just not being angry about it. Like I'm not gonna let a person get that part because I think I know what can lead to anger. I mean, trust me, I know the
Hmm.
rams of emotion in that part, but I won't let you get that far, honey.
Right.
So I think before you try to get there, I'll be like, that if you get that, honey, you got to be harassing me, and
Hmm.
like really harassing me, and I'm not gonna allow that. I will put my hands on you very calmly to do, and I'm like, I'm not even angry, but I'm still gonna have to prove my point. You know,
Right.
I guess.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, just like working on my anger.
So we went through a whole list. We went through loving ourselves, letting things go, accepting
Hmm.
things for where it is, and things like that. Oh, another thing I want to bring up, one of my things that I do want to do, I do want to, you know, get my relationship with the Lord back on point. I think I've brought this up several times. I actually think I did this on my last video, so maybe yeah, I might need to really now start doing it. Is my relationship with the Lord and starting to pray more. And I feel like I'm gonna get there. So it's gonna take some time. I think for me personally, I feel like with the relationship I have with the Lord, that's how I feel. That it takes time, and I feel like it's a relationship to me, and I feel like
Yeah.
it's gonna take time. So so
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. So that's a PS moment right there. PS. I wanted to make sure the Lord and our relationship get on point.
Right.
You
Because
know, so
that's
we went through a
really
lot.
one of your that's an important relationship to have with yourself. For
Yes.
you, at the end
Hmm.
of the day, like you can everybody else can have it. But for
Yes.
me, I need that relationship where I work on that, where I see myself going and changing and growing with my personal relationship with him.
Yeah. We didn't have to talk about that. I think did we ever do a podcast on religion?
No, I don't think we did. I think we were going
Oh
to, but
man.
I don't think I'm ready to talk about that yet.
Okay. Well, so somewhere down the line, somewhere maybe this year.
You never know.
Never know. Okay, you guys. So you've heard our rambling for
Mm-hmm.
an hour,
Right, right.
but
We
it
were
is
really
what it
trying not
is.
to be an hour because I did. That's our goal. That's another goal. There you go, you guys. That's another one.
There you see. It all connects. It all
Right.
connects.
We're trying not to ramble too long and do the podcast. Like really shorten the podcast, you know?
Yeah, you're now getting the raw
Mm,
footage of
mm-hmm,
us, by the
mm-hmm,
way.
mm-hmm.
All right, you guys. Well, we're sorry for keeping this long, but this is Todd Ho here signing off, and going to be a new sanctified me, honey.
Oh girl, she's
Yes,
gonna be like
baby.
Phaedra.
Oh, girl. Oh, you know what? See, I'm trying to keep it in a positive light, and I feel like that's negativity. Again, this is Todd Ho
And
here.
this is oh Lord. This is the TL show. Just some tired heifers, you know.
Always. I mean, I'm
I
always
am too.
tired. That I think that's been coming out of everybody. You know how many people I serve during the day, and we be talking. I'm like, girl, I'm tired. They be like, who you tell? I'm like, yes, girl, we are just.
Everybody's tired. What is going on here?
we start a whole conversation of being tired. Girl, I'm just and I love my bed. You do, girl. What, girl? Can't wait till I get to it. All right, love. All
All
right, you
right,
guys.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you guys for listening.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.